The first thing that comes to my mind is the time I came to study in the US. So it was the summer of 2023. It was my first time ever coming to the United States. So it was a pretty big change in my life, and it was also the first time that I ever had to live without my parents and my family. So it was also a big difference compared to my previous life. And I like obviously you have experienced this as well in your life. But at first I was a little bit scared and frightened, and I was feeling a little bit uncomfortable in the situation. But as days and weeks and months went by, I got more and more comfortable, and I started really enjoying myself here. And I feel like I've already made a lot of meaningful relationships, friendships with other people. I'm definitely learning a lot every day, and swimming is also pretty good compared to how it was back home. So it's really good. Everything is really nice. So I would say this is one of the most meaningful experiences of my life. It's a really big change. It's a really big turning point. I feel like this is pretty much where I
100%.
became more of an adult than I was before. So my dreams when I came to the US were pretty much the same as they are right now. Like, they didn't change. I didn't achieve them yet, which is a good thing because I still have things to aspire for in life. So my goals are always connected to swimming and studying, career goals, and I also have some personal goals as well. Like, swimming wise, I am trying to get the most out of this experience. Like, obviously the best thing would be a national title in the NCAA championships over the four years of my college swimming career, which I'm always working really hard for every day, twice, and waking up early, going to bed late, managing school and swimming together. School-wise, I just really enjoy learning new things. I like challenging myself, diving into new experiences, learning things I've never learned before, and that's what I enjoy the most, to pretty much challenge myself in the classroom just like I do in the pool. Okay, so my regular days didn't look very different from how they look like right now. But it was definitely a little bit more challenging because I lived very far away from the swimming pool and the school as well where I was going to. So every day there was like an hour-long commute waiting for me from home going to the pool. So I was probably leaving my home 5 a.m. in the morning every day. And then after, I had my swim practice from 6 to 8 every morning. And then I would grab a quick breakfast and just hurry to school, taking the bus there. It would be like a 25-minute bus ride. And then from 9 to 3 in the afternoon I had classes in school. I usually picked up some lunch in school as well. And after that I took another 25-minute commute to back to the swimming pool, where I had another 2-hour-long practice. And then my mom would pick me up after that, and I would go home, get home around 8, eat a quick dinner and do some homework, and then 10 p.m. usually go to bed. And that's how my days looked like before I came to the US. Yeah, so I was definitely, first of all, scared and a little bit worried, like nervous and anxious. I would say these are the most important emotions at first. I feel like that's what every human being experiences when they are put in a different kind of life situation. But after that I was feeling a lot of relief. Like, as I told you before, like, here life feels a little bit less complicated than back home, and less of a hustle. And there's no commute, there's no kind of pressure coming both from the school and swimming. Like, those two didn't go together too well back home because they were kind of working against each other. But here they are working together, which I feel like is really helpful and very beneficial. So, and other emotions, just to say some more positive ones other than anxiety and nervousness, I would say, obviously I feel I'm really happy here, and I have at the time of my life, I would say, and I also feel very welcomed in this country by other people, Americans and internationals equally, which I feel like is very important, and is a very great, special kind of cultural situation in the US, that everybody is kind of welcome, because it's more like a country of immigrants, and everybody's feeling like home here, and I feel like we are getting along really well with each other. To my younger self, I would definitely say to worry less about things, because I used to worry way too much about even the process of getting into a college in the US, which is obviously like a stressful thing, and it's something that everyone worries about. But I was a little bit too focused on many things that I feel like I wasn't supposed to be focused, because at the end of the day, like so far everything turned out the way they were supposed to be, and I was always satisfied with how things turned out. So looking back to that experience, I feel like I should have been a little bit more laid back about it, like less nervous, less worried, and I would have been able to avoid many sleepless nights and struggles and arguments with other people coming from my anxiety and stress. So I feel like that's definitely something to take life a little bit less seriously, which is sometimes a little bit difficult, but at the same time it's very beneficial if you like were able to master this art pretty much. And so yeah, I think that also tells a lot about my personality, which is still a little bit like this. Like obviously you can change from one day to another, but I'm still working on it to worry a little bit less about life and just let things go sometimes, and let things flow by their natural flow, and just do whatever you have to do, whatever you feel like is best, and just go on with your daily life. And if you do 100% and you do everything according to your best capacities, I feel like everything is gonna turn out just the way they are supposed to.